With only 10 days to go to E3, the rumor mill is on fire. Every day you log on to Twitter and the forums, there is a new leak, a new rumor about some potential game that is to be shown off. And in this video, I wanted to go over all the recent rumors and leaks, from the newest Assassin's Creed to Sony's entire E3 briefing leaked, to a Gears of War Battle Royale game, all the way down to a Superman game, including some Nintendo leaks as well. So let's get into it, shall we? What's going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. And you guys know I love talking about this stuff, but spoiler alert for anybody that wants to go into these press conferences and E3 peer, maybe you should click away now. Even though I would imagine some of this isn't going to be true, you never know. It very well could be and might ruin the surprise. So we're going to talk about Xbox first and then get into PlayStation and the other stuff. Now, yesterday, the guy who correctly got the name of Fallout 76 right went on to like 4chan and other places and making some more leaks, so to speak. He said that Microsoft is going to show off a new Gears game, surprise, surprise, a new Halo game, another shocker, and a new Sunset Overdrive. Whoa, now that got my attention. A new Gears game, a new Halo game, not much of a prediction, you know. It is what it is, right? We know Microsoft are due to announce something along those lines for both those franchises. But a Sunset Overdrive 2 would be a great announcement for Microsoft and would get a lot of goodwill back from the fans. As I believe most of you probably agree with me when I say Microsoft has the most to prove to people at this year's E3. And Sunset Overdrive 2 would be a great start. It would get people really excited. It would show that Microsoft is really invested in building, the breadth of their AAA content exclusive-wise. There was the leak recently about Sunset Overdrive going to PC at some point, so maybe Sunset Overdrive 2 is in the works. But unfortunately, Patrick Klepek, he of former Giant Bomb reporting, he currently works at Waypoint, he came out and squashed the rumor down with his foot, saying that Insomniac is not working right now on a Sunset Overdrive 2, dashing my hopes and hopes of Xbox fans everywhere into the ground. That's not to say, of course, they couldn't go make a Sunset Overdrive 2 later on. It's just that they're not working on it right now as they're busy with Spider-Man. So I kind of agree with Patrick on this one. While I would love to see a Sunset Overdrive 2 come to fruition at some point, I don't think it will be this year, but maybe sometime in the future. Now, Polygon also wrote an article today about the E3 rumors that they've heard and stuff like that, and I read the article and it's not very good. However, there is a tiny morsel here that is kind of interesting to talk about. They go on to say, nonetheless, we expect the company that will commit to its established brands, announcing Halo 6, Forza Horizon 4, and another Gears of War. So far, all par for the course. In fact, we've heard rumors that Microsoft could announce up to 3 Gears games, including a traditional sequel. That obviously would be Gears of War 5, a real-time strategy title in the style of Halo Wars, which would fall in line with the rumors about the Gears of War spinoff, with people saying it was like an XCOM game or something along that line of thinking, and also a Battle Royale game. Now that got my attention because nobody has been talking about the Battle Royale game for Gears of War. People maybe mention a Battle Royale game for Crackdown, a Battle Royale game for Halo, and it kind of makes sense, for Halo as it is a first-person shooter with vehicles, big maps, and things of that nature. But man, Gears of War is a Battle Royale game. Pretty interesting to think about. Not sure how that would work. Phil Spencer didn't really kibosh the idea and say no to it when someone asked him on Twitter about it. He just said they would have to find something, unique to bring to the table, as Battle Royale is like the biggest thing in gaming right now with Fortnite and PUBG and Call of Duty looking to get on board. So could Gears of War actually work as a Battle Royale game? Maybe it could, with some tweaks to the movement speed, maybe adding some vehicles. But I just have my doubts that Microsoft would really go to the lengths of announcing 3 Gears of War games. I mean, clearly that would kind of fill the gap of not having a bunch of exclusives, but is Gears of War a big enough franchise that it could sustain 3 games? Gears of War 5, sure. the traditional sequel, the game with the campaign continuing the story from 4, the multiplayer and the horde. That's what people want to see. They want to see Gears of War 5 be a little bit different, but people do want it. A Gears spin-off in a style of a Halo Wars or XCOM, not really sure people want that, but maybe it could be good. And then a Battle Royale game, that's 3 Gears games. I don't even know if they ever announced 3 Halo games at once, and Halo's a bigger franchise than Gears of War ever will be. But only, time will tell. I mean, we are expecting a Gears of War announcement. The Walmart Canada thing, the leak a little while ago, basically confirmed it as it's kind of been proven true. The Lego Villain game recently got announced. Rage 2 got announced from Bethesda. So that's seemingly looking like 100% real. So we can look forward to a new Splinter Cell, a Just Cause 4, Gears 5, a Forza Horizon 5, which is probably just a misspelling. So go back, look at that leak, and see all the new games that potentially will come. So that's the Xbox stuff. A potential Sunset Overdrive 2, which I don't think is happening, and 3 Gears of War games. We'll find out in 10 days as Microsoft's conference is coming up. Now, Sony, on the other hand, this was passed along to me about their entire press conference, and you always got to be a little suspicious when someone has a printed out sheet of paper taken at an angle. I always look at these things, especially when they come from 4chan and places like that, where my initial reaction is always, that's fake as fuck, right? But sometimes leaks do come true, and people at 4chan actually have information, Fallout 76 being one of them. Plenty of other examples you can count to, but people do make leaks like this. So I'm just going to look at it and be like, what do I think? Now, right off the bat, I think it's a fake thing. But would this actually be a great conference? They start off with Days Gone, which I don't think is really going to be there. They just had the Game Informer blowout with all that information and all the video. I actually don't think Days Gone is going to be there. They're probably going to hold Days Gone until PSX, where they give off the release date. Last of Us Part 2, of course, that's going to be there. Splinter Cell Apocalypse. Now, Splinter Cell was in the Reddit leak. We've heard plenty of rumors about it. Could it be called Apocalypse? Potentially. But I'm going to say nah. Devil May Cry 5, that seems to be a common rumor. I've even predicted that as well. Yakuza 2 Kiwami, I think that's probably true. Shenmue 3 or Shenmue 3 or however you pronounce it, probably, even though the game got delayed to 2019, I wouldn't be surprised if it was there. Play PS2 and PS3 games on the PS4. I'm assuming that's something about backwards compatibility. I think they would save that bombshell for the PS5. I don't know about that, and I don't really know if Sony guys would want that, as I've always heard the PlayStation guys say, who plays old games? Who plays old games? Who's backwards compatibility? Who cares? Nobody plays old games. Why would you play games from the PS2 on your PS4? They're old games. Death Stranding, yeah, we know that's going to be there. Hideo Kojima plays Death Stranding? Sure. A trailer with him coming out and playing gameplay? I totally expect that to happen. Resident Evil 2 Remake? I expect that to be there. Vanquish 2? Not so much. I know there was that rumor from Marcus Sellers. I particularly don't believe that one. I think Platinum Games has their plate full at this point, but I would love for it to happen. Spyro Reignited? I mean, that's going to be there. They announced that early in the year. Kingdom Hearts 3... I'm a little iffy on this one being there, as I would imagine it's at Square Enix's conference. Beyond Good and Evil 2 gameplay, I think that's at Ubisoft's. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater Remake. Interesting. It's like they watched my prediction video where I said that Blue Point, the studio behind the remake of Shadow Colossus, was doing Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater remake and Metal Gear Solid 3. So that's interesting. Maybe he watched my video and put that in there. Probably not, though. Spider-Man gameplay, yep. Final Fantasy VII Remake launch trailer, and then ending. I mean, this whole list, just the idea of the conference itself being leaked on a sheet of paper, the whole thing's false. While some of the stuff in here is more than likely true. The Last of Us, what else? The Last of Us is true. Death Stranding's true. The one game in here that's not on this list that should point you to the fact that it's fake is there's no mention of Ghost of Tsushima, which Sony's already come out and said it's true. So the people that pass along this information to me sometimes don't look at the validity of the information, right? We already know things are going to be at Sony's conference. They've told us that, and it's not on this list. So this list you can mark down as fake, even if some things might be true. Now, Nintendo. This was just kind of passed along recently to me. I don't really care about Nintendo. I have a Switch, but I don't use it that much. I know people do love the Switch, and as you can see, this is a leak from 4chan. Well, you can have Fortnite right there. You got Dragon Ball FighterZ. You got Starlink, FIFA 19, Paladins, Overcooked 2, which would actually be a legit leak, as nobody's really talked about that game. But I think the big takeaway from this, if true, is Fortnite. Fortnite's the biggest game in the world. It's literally on phones. It's on PC. It's on Xbox. It's on PlayStation. It needs to be on the Switch to kind of complete the circle, and would be the only Battle Royale game on Switch, and it would probably, I would imagine, do gangbusters on that console. People would love to be able to take Fortnite with them on the go. That's not a mobile version. So I could see this being true. Now, what else we got here? Oh, we have a new Superman game brought to us by 4chan as well. They're saying that this is the Game Informer cover story for July. It's a Superman game developed by Rocksteady, and they're saying that the gameplay is coming at Microsoft's conference and it'll be shown on the X. Now, I felt a game like this was coming. I mentioned this in my PS4 prediction video, or my Sony predictions for E3. I felt it would be at that stage, as Rocksteady has always kind of aligned themselves with Sony. But hey, it very well could be with Xbox this time, and that would kind of maybe be a big boon for Microsoft to get the marketing rights for this game. They're not really saying if it's an exclusive game, just that it would be shown off at Microsoft's. And they say here the website is supermangame.com. You can actually go there and look at the website, and if you do, it is owned by Warner Brothers, if you do check. So does that lead more credence to the rumor that this is true? I think there's been a ton of rumors about a new Superman game by Rocksteady. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking this one is true and will be shown off at Xboxes. I don't know. You never know. Like I said, sometimes 4chan makes stuff up and sometimes they don't. And then of course we have the yearly Ubisoft reveal, or Ubisoft leak, this time about Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is set in ancient Greece. That it has RPG elements like from Witcher. You can have dialogue options to the series for the first time. And two of these sources confirm that Odyssey will be out during Ubisoft's 2019 fiscal year, which ends on March 31st, 2019. Although the previously analyzed series skipped 2016 in the wake of 2014's disappointing Assassin's Creed Unity, it's likely that this one will be out this fall. So, and it only leaked because of a keychain, so you know it's real. The question is, when is it coming out, and whose stage is it going to be on? Is Ubisoft going to hold it for their own conference? Is this going to be set up at Microsoft? Is this going to be set up at PlayStation's? Not exactly sure, because they already have Division 2 they're talking about, Beyond Good and Evil 2 potentially, or Splinter Cell, but this was also in the Walmart Canada leak. I think it's probably coming out this fall. There was the Ubisoft financial call where they said there is one unannounced franchise game coming out between now and May of next year, and it looks like that's going to be Assassin's Creed. Now, Assassin's Creed has always come out about October, November in the fall, and you would imagine the Division 2 is probably coming out of March of next year, and they wouldn't want Assassin's Creed to be that. So I would expect Assassin's Creed to launch in November, get away a little bit of time away from Red Dead and things like that, and launch this year. And of course, Kotaku also talked about Fallout 76, the new game from Bethesda, and they say it's an online survival RPG that is basically inspired by games like DayZ and Rust. So I don't really know what to think about that. I like Fallout, but not that much, especially not that much to play an online survival RPG. But anyways, that is like all the new leaks and rumors regarding the video game industry the last couple days. I can't wait to, see what happens when they finally get to announce this stuff. And you know what? You damn well know the leaks aren't going to stop. The rumor mill is going to keep on going. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Share this out on Twitter, all that good stuff. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Later.